Hey everybody, welcome back to Airsoftology Mondays, the weekly show that helps you out with all your airsoft questions. I'm the host, Jonathan Higgs here, and if it's your first time here, it's simple how it works. Questions in the comment section below, vote up those favorites, and I also dig deep every single week. After that 1 week, I will go through and find the questions. Also, I have a video recommendation of the week on the backside, so if you have a video you like on the internet that's airsoft related, we'll do it later. I always pick one from the pile, except this week. I'm calling it audible because of your questions last week. Anyway, before we get into questions, real quick, don't forget, these are almost gone. Make Airsoft Great Again patches are seriously at the end of the line now. Limited run, probably not gonna run these again, I don't think. It was a first run like 2 years ago, and then this batch. So I don't know, probably not gonna do it again anyway. But aside from all that, let's get on to what you're really here for, and that is, of course, those questions in the Tippmann mail call. MattTheMusketeer Snowball returns with the old adage, function over form. What is your preference, Mr. Higgs, chest rigs or plate carriers? Well, I tell you, especially living here in Taiwan now, playing outside, inside, it's just hot, so hot. You would think my answer would be a chest rig, and I've owned many of them. Actually, I've got even one right now, actually two right now. However, I am a plate carrier guy, and there's a good reason. I play a little bit more front, a little more aggressive, not mean aggressive, but I do like to play toward the front when I'm playing airsoft. I like to go and maybe be the first guy in the room, and that means you're going to get shot a lot. It's just part of the game, right? I don't mind getting shot, it's part of it. I wear a decent amount of protection, arms and neck, and of course face and mouth and all that. So why not put on a full plate carrier as well? I do it, I keep it pretty minimal. In fact, this weekend I just played here in Taipei. What was it? Knock stuff over here. It's a real live video. This weekend I just played in Taipei, and I was indoors playing CQB, and of course I had on that plate carrier. Very minimal, like almost no pouches on it, just to make it light. And of course it was hot and I was sweaty, but it saved me from so many up close shots. I mean, there's a minimum engagement here, but still, there's just so many up close shots. You just can't help it. You're the first one in, you're gonna get shot, or you might do the shooting. Either way works. So yeah, for me, it is plate carrier. For the big events, absolutely plate carrier, unless I'm running like a sniper rifle or some little scout loadout. But even then, for like big milsim events, you're out there for so long, I need the extra stuff. If it is a chest rig, I usually have a backpack to go with it, and by the time I get to that point, I might as well have a plate carrier on. The only bonus there is you can just dump your backpack and then go do what you gotta do, and then come back and pick up that backpack and go do whatever. So you have to carry that extra weight around all the time, like with the plate carrier. But for me, I'm a plate carrier guy. It's gonna be pretty rare you're gonna find me without one unless I'm traveling super light to an event and I just don't have room to pack. That's just me because of my play style. Paintball Time writes, for guys who still want to run hats but want protection, they can get a plastic liner called a bum cap that can fit in their hats. I love mine and it's saved my head many times. They're dirt cheap too. So this is where you guys come in with something I had no idea even existed. This is cool, the bum cap. This is awesome. There's a lot of times where I just don't want to run a helmet. Maybe I'm not filming. Maybe I'm going to use the brain exploder mount on the front of my ball cap instead, just to be a little lighter and easier, not to carry that big old helmet, just to kind of maybe have an easy day, kind of like a light loadout. And it would be awesome to have a ball cap and things like that, but I always get domed in the noggin, and it's just nice. Like even this last weekend, I was just talking about the previous question, my helmet has like 2 or 3 BB hits on it just because it saved me and pop up and boop, get domed, okay, hit. But at least to hit my helmet. To have some protection like this is nice. So I've got to say, usually I'm answering your questions, but I got to say Paintball Time, man, thank you for this incredible hint. And there, actually, if you go back last week and you look at this answer, this question, this post from Paintball Time, there's a lot of people saying, yeah, I do it, I run it too, and it's great. I'm gonna pick one of these up and give it a shot. I think it's a incredibly good idea. Didn't know it existed, and man, I hope some more airsoft shops start carrying this. So +1 internet points to you, Mr. Paintball Time. Zachary Collins writes, are you going to review Novritsch's new pistol? So I told you I kept bumping something here, and you guys want a review of this, right? You want a review of the SSP1, the Novritsch pistol. That's what I've got right here. In fact, this weekend I went out and ran it. I'll tell you, I'm gonna have some good footage, and I've got really good mileage on this thing, because if you look, I got my Surefire light shot out. Well, actually, I loaned it. Anyway, it got shot out this weekend, but I loaned the bullet. So somebody's like, oh my God, it's an Novritsch pistol. Like a buddy of mine that's here. I was like, hey man, run it. And of course it comes back broken. I don't care. That's what airsoft. I was surprised I wasn't the one that got it shot out. But that's just life, right? That's the nature of the beast of airsoft. So You know this thing was getting shot at close, which means it puts BBs down range. I put the thread adapter on it. I've got a tracer unit on this thing. I've got glowing laser beams of death coming out of it. I have a review coming on this very shortly. I wanted to get some field time in this. I wanted to put it in other people's hands that were very skeptical, that have been wanting to buy one. The guy actually I lent this to run and got it broken, which is totally cool. By the way, I know you're watching. It's totally cool. I've told you it was all right. He is a big high kappa mod guy. So he's a Marui high kappa modder, so I wanted to put it in his hands since this is a high kappa or a 2011, however you want to look at it, to see what his thoughts were. In fact, I even have a side-by-side of how the Marui's made, how this is made, some internal differences so you guys can see why maybe this thing performs a little different than a standard high kappa that's out there on the market. But the parts are interchangeable too, so we can, like magazines and all. I have the Novritsch mag, but I was actually running WE and AW Customs mags in here and extended Marui mags, actually extended WE mags, AW Custom mag, and then of course factory Marui mags too. They all fit and feed in here flawlessly. I'll be talking about this soon. I don't want to give away too much, but I do want to tell you, if you guys are thinking about buying one of these, I think the first batch is gone, but the second batch is on pre-order. You can pick up whatever mag you want for it. It's fine. It works. I ran green gas. I haven't had a chance to use CO2 indoor. The field here didn't allow CO2. I'm going to try to get outside play with some CO2, but I've got enough to talk about this, and I'll give you my opinion on it. So stay tuned on this channel. I think next week you're going to see what's going on with it. Gamerboy writes, I found a local field an hour away and I want to go, but I'm a little nervous. Any tips on how to be comfortable, make friends, and have fun on my first time? I still clearly remember the first time I went out and played airsoft at a real field. I've always had airsoft pistols. I just shot them in my backyard and, targets and things like that, and used it for practice and fun, just plinking and collecting. I did that for a long time, but I still remember very clearly going to Bad Karma Airsoft in Nashville, Tennessee for the very first time. I'm fairly outgoing, obviously. I mean, I do videos, right? So I will just kind of go and maybe start talking to someone. I think my advice for you, like I said, it's been a long time since I started playing airsoft, but like I said, I remember the day, the nervousness I had, the fear, like, what's it gonna be like? I don't know anyone out here, like literally I didn't know a soul. So going out there for the first time was a little nerve-wracking, a little nervous for me. I will tell you this, go out, let people know you're new. I have a feeling, and I have a feeling, I will almost guarantee you that within just a few moments, you'll have people that be like, hey, cool, come run with us, like, run with us, please. Go tell the ref staff, go tell the owner of the field, the manager, whoever it is that you're brand new, and hey, do you know anybody here that maybe I could run with for the first time? They, trust me, will take care of you. Airsoft and the community around airsoft is so amazing. And all you have to do is that. If you can't go find someone yourself, just go there and say, hey, I'm new, can you maybe like talk to a group here that you know pretty well to be okay with me like hanging around them so I can learn the field and all that. You will be super surprised at how amazing these fields are. I don't even know what field you're at. I don't know where you're going, but I will guarantee you they will take care of you. I know they will. I don't think there's an airsoft field anywhere that won't do that because of the way our hobby is. We were all new at one time. It was all scary that first time. It's like, man, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get shot up, I'm gonna look like an idiot. But you're not, you won't. So do that. Any tips? Make sure to bring these necessities. Green gas unit for your pistol, CO2, bring a set of tools. You will probably need them, but if you don't, you'll be glad you had them. Or you can make friends that way because people are always looking for a tool. Make sure you have plenty of water, some snacks, some extra sugary candy or something like that in case you just run a little too hard. Take breaks in between and wear less gear than you think you should. In fact, just going out and shoving some mags in your pocket is perfectly fine. Don't overheat yourself. Don't overexert yourself. Take it slow until you're comfortable with playing and shooting and running in a more dynamic environment than you probably have been in before. Like actually the coordination piece and actually being shot at by multiple people. Sometimes you can kind of I still make dumb mistakes. I still fall and trip and stuff. Bring some knee pads, always knee pads, and good gloves. Bring some gloves. You will probably take some good shots here. That's the best advice I can give you for your first time out. I want to hear, Gamer Boy, what happened. So please stay in touch here. Comment on the video after you go and play. I want to hear how it was. I want to hear your feedback on this, and hopefully you can share your experiences with the rest of us that are all watching, myself, and then of course everybody, all of us out here that want to know what happened for you, and I want to hear the good news. I'm sure it's going to be positive. All right, that's it for questions this week, which means it is time for the Code Red Headsets video recommendation of the week. And this one, actually, it's coming from me, and trust me, I've got some great ones. I see all you asking, I know. I'm saving these for, I know this week I said I always pick you. I have picked, I even have some I pulled aside. Then I found this one in my email. It's a very good friend of mine. It's like, hey, I'm back, kinda, I'm back. So it's my buddy, MattTheMusketeer. He just totally dropped a little nugget of awesomeness on us this last week. You guys actually in the past couple episodes have been asking like, hey, whatever happened to this YouTuber? Whatever happened to Matt? You know, what happened to MattTheMusketeer and Milsim Junkie and those guys have disappeared. Matt's disappeared for a while, and then he comes back with a How to Airsoft, and it's this killer 4-minute montage of pumped up music. Super stoked. About halfway through, I'm like, that's me from college. Like, I'm in there a couple times. You see the back. I think I kick a door in. It was like the last time I actually played with Matt. God, it's been so many years ago. Man, Matt, I got to come visit you in the UK, man. We got to play, seriously. Or just come to the States. We'll do some Milsim stuff. Anyway, if you guys don't follow MattTheMusketeer, his gameplay has always been just top notch. He started off in the gaming world and then rolled over into Airsoft, and he brought that experience from the doing gaming videos like first-person shooter stuff, and over into Airsoft, and it was always something fun to watch. And I really, really, really hope that this video here, and in fact he even like pinned the comment of somebody saying, hey, are you back? He didn't reply, he just pinned it. And I hope this is a little sign that Matt might be dipping his little toe back in the Airsoft world. I would love to see him get back in this. He's one of my favorite channels to watch. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there, but definitely one that was always, when it popped up, I would stop what I was doing and mash the play button and watch it because it was always good. So check it out, MattTheMusketeer, How to Airsoft, and go check out the rest of his channel. Just hit the sub button. I mean, it's worth it if you guys don't follow him. Even though he doesn't post, hopefully, not much anymore. I hope he will now. I hope he will. But a big back catalog of some really crazy cool stuff. Don't forget, if you've got a video you want, put it in the comment section below, vote it up. Even if it's your own channel, I do totally allow shameless self-promotion. I mean, how are you going to get your name out if you don't promote yourself? Do that too. I love to discover new channels on YouTube, on Airsoft. I want to see this entire community grow. So anyway, guys and gals, that is it for this week. See you guys next week with more of your questions. But until then, go out, play some Airsoft, have some fun. But no matter what you do, make Airsoft great again and call your freaking hits.